Well, my internet went out. I'll finish off this game. But yeah. This game's a scrap. From what I remember, where it's just they're trading constantly.
Fitting that EPSilON here in their championship point match is
so enemy ahead, a little bit in gold, a little bit in XP. Looks like Adapting's ahead. pt2's ahead a little bit. Vedium's ahead a little bit.
The back of Adapting. 5-1
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
A lot of trouble here now on his soul. We'll get into the
I know, maybe this is a different engagement.
As well, adjust very, very low. He's forced out, and somehow Emily2 on the back of the
so Emily2 survives.
Will survive that engagement.
Yeah, Adjust is going to watch that video later on and just yell at himself for not ulting there. I mean, that was an absolutely free.
I mean, I think it's completely fine for just not to ult there.
1 HP shield by Raffer gave Soul enough time to get into her corporal form and just walk out.
Especially if
no ways
Raffer's just going to die like that.
A big kill there.
You know,
then you hold their team fight ults for team fights.
The hardest thing that the analysts will have to do this entire weekend is figure out who the MVP is on this team.
Oh my God. I mean, Yaman.
The analysts?
Adjust. I mean, I say Adjust. I forgot. Wrong team. Maybe he's just playing so well. Maybe not
Adapting in this game.
But his set against Paradigm yesterday was so good.
Yeah, I mean, you're just looking at just so many great players here involved in this match, and especially on the side of EPSilON. All of these guys, I think, are contenders for the best player in the tournament.
Salt Machine taking some decent damage there, but the tether actually winds up keeping Yaman
this
on.
Is
They're gonna try
pretty
to
much nothing's going to happen, I don't think.
pt2 backs to the base, but still has a presence with Defender of Olympus.
Oh, looks like an engagement's happening onto Yaman.
They'll get some decent damage out of that, plus the Psycho Crusher.
Got beads out of
Demi takes a decent amount
Yaman.
of but he's not too worried with the Sobek. He's very, very resilient, still sitting over well over 1,000 HP, even though he's down to under a third. The stun comes out from Adapting to try to slow them down. It'll only isolate pt2, which
what is Demi doing? He dashed into it. Yeah, Demi just threw his life away.
But here comes the return. It's a huge ultimate coming out of Yaman. Can they find the kill onto Adjust? Yes, of course.
Got Adjust.
Raffer now going to try to make
Adjust.
his way out. Slow down.
It didn't look like Adjust needed to take.
Indeed they can. But here comes
No, Adjust is poked from the very get-go.
Oh,
Oh, so Adapting went on to Adjust.
His enemies, they want to re-engage here. Can they burst out Demi in time? Which I do not think is going to go down to under a third.
Yeah, Adjust gets so poked here. Is it just from Demi? That's crazy. I don't know how Adjust took so much damage there. I guess it's just from Demi's tail whip 3. It's nuts. And then cleaned up by Adapting and Yaman. Trade their tanks for their jungle. Probably not worthwhile. 2 for 1 out of enemy.
Here, no ultimates available across the board, and it doesn't look like anyone. Actually, no, it does look like they're going to make the attempt here. Yaman on the right side going for buffs, but Adapting not willing to give this up.
Let's see. I mean, in theory, Mjolnir's Attunement is the highest burst damage ability on the map right now. That's still up, with the exception of maybe both hits of the shield wall, but they don't happen fast enough. Mjolnir's Attunement off the mark, and Adapting is going to.
They pulled it away from the normal spot.
By Adapting, there was no reason for him not to try to contest that. He had his get out of jail free card in his ultimate.
Free.
Well, all things sold here, guys. Through 20 minutes and 47 seconds, it's 11 to 11. Dead even in terms of kills, but enemy is up in gold and experience now as well. You see a quick pause coming through.
They just got to keep doing.
I mean,
I do not need to listen to
exactly. You know, in the other series clutch plays.
Brandon Yap.
Here is that this
half
power
Adapting
the game.
This is definitely a tactical pause from pt2, bro.
Guys, to catch you. You've been waiting to hear. Let's go ahead and move ourselves back into the game here, as it's going to be the conclusion of game number 3, enemy versus EPSilON, championship point for the boys in blue.
Continues on at 11 to 11.
21 minutes. This is round win. Like, games are made or broken, especially around this time. Like,
eerily familiar to what we saw at this point.
It wasn't super often when you'd actually get 6 slotted.
Play from both teams. Can this next Fire Giant break the game wide open for enemy, or will EPSilON come up with another big team fight?
Yeah, I mean, at this stage of the game, respawn timers are starting to get long. One small mistake will cost the other team the Fire Giant, and most likely all their towers after that.
Let's be sure to highlight Salt Machine here. A 3-level advantage over Sobek. Now 2 levels as Demi does just ding 18. and a large amount of net worth as well, about 1,500 or so.
A bet I would have lost. We'll go to the damage charts, and you'll notice Osiris slightly below Sobek.
Wow, yeah.
It's only like 140, but I mean, I still would not have
it's you
expected
know,
it.
some of those multi-target sickening strikes in these fights. Oh, we're gonna have a fight breaking out here.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
It's gonna be a little bit too late,
That's
but
trouble.
here comes Adapting, gonna be able to chase this one down. The Soul Ultimate is on the mark. Painavion in a bit of trouble here as Yaman is right hot on his tail. The dot should be enough to take him down. Indeed it is. In will come Salt Machine.
Adjust on the back line, looking for something. He has an
Goddamn, there was a whole team fight about to start that Ian was talking about. Goddamn player damage.
Charts, and you'll notice
Grouping in left lane.
Slightly below Sobek.
Enemy takes
yeah.
control of
It's only
the
like
Gold Fury
140,
pit
but I
while
mean, I still would not have expected it.
EPSilON
multi-target sickening strikes in these
counter-
fights. Oh, we're gonna have a fight breaking out here on the left side.
counter rotates behind.
Timmy's gonna be a little bit
Demi-
too late, but here comes Adapting.
Oh
Gonna
my
be able to
gosh,
chase
they
this one down.
follow
The
up
Soul
off
Ultimate
the
is on
world
the mark. Painavion
perfectly,
in a bit of
honestly.
trouble here as Yaman is right hot on his tail. The dot should be enough to take him down. Indeed it is. In will come Salt Machine.
Adjust on the back line, looking for something. He has an ult opportunity, but I think they just took too long to get on this side of the map. EPSilON, like Batman
Yeah,
said,
that's
that's a
super
long
weird
respawn time
aggression
for
out of
Painavion, though. He does go
Painavion.
way back into lane very quick.
Yeah,
I guess he wasn't
EPSilON is just
expecting
so quick
5
at
people show
rotating.
up like that,
Yeah,
but
enemy said, okay,
I think it's the right call to show up like that because now you got 30 seconds for a power play here. You got quite a long time.
Oh, absolutely. It's
And
gonna
if you
shut
trickle
down
these
attack
deaths,
speed
you're
for
going to be
everyone on the
rolling.
other side of the
So
team.
they really need
And
to
then, of
play
course,
passive
reducing magic damage for
and
the
give up
3-4.
these
I think that's a really good
objectives,
call.
But
honestly.
here's the issue with what enemy has drafted into this
Give up
EPSilON lineup.
space.
That Soul Polynomicon Pen Boots build takes down the towers very, very easily. Even the shortest siege situation is going to take 50% of your tower's health. And you see this, both the outside lane tier 1s are liable to go down to the Soul, even with the smallest window.
Only a 2,000 gold difference between the teams. Enemy with a small lead needs to start pressuring. Uh-oh, Painavion coming in. It's not
Oh,
gonna
look,
get
they want to
any
isolate the
damage.
Neath here now, and of course the Athena on her back as well, slowing down this push for now. The wave clear is pretty good here with the Soul and the Medusa from range, so it's going to be very hard for enemy to get those pot shots in on the tower.
A full 5v5 grouping here in the center, bottom center part of the map. I don't see enemy continuing this pressure, despite the fact that they do still have a small lead.
Yeah, I mean, EPSilON really doesn't want to fight right now. What they want to do is they want to be able to farm up their penetration items. Medusa needs to finish her Executioner, Soul needs to finish his Obsidian Shard, and then they can start looking to team fight and taking them.
Facts.
Do you think the Obsidian Shard over the Spear of the Magus in this particular situation?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think he's going to go into Obsidian Shard because he went for Pen Boots. He wants to. He's playing. He's building for his 2 damage. He's not building for auto attack.
Yeah, his
Except
2
for the
ult
favorite
burst will
build
be
for everyone to, on his
be
Soul as well. And
insane
really
with his
Soul Select can
ultimate.
fall up in the magic damage category.
They're actually still giving the red buff to Yan.
Especially if you do the
no
barra
build,
combo
you're
where you
still
ult
pretty
first,
high
then all
damage,
that
but with
extra.
the Polynomicon,
Actually, no.
it's
I'm
Well, I mean,
getting
it
mistaken.
indicates to me that they
The,
want that
Ob Shard
guaranteed
right here
poke
is
out of the
just
acid spray
an
versus
extra
the
20% pen
guaranteed poke out of Soul, right? But,
to your
yeah, but
abilities,
still,
I'm
I mean,
pretty
the poke
sure.
is a little bit more reliable,
Much-
plus it's an instant,
and same thing with
damage
Titan's
versus that
Bane.
kind of delayed damage. So
It's not the
this is who they're
passive
relying
that's
on
currently in the game
simply
right
for
now.
the wave clear, it appears.
I love this Neath build, by the way, Zab. Check it out. I mean, selling off the starter item, getting the execution now, going to crit with a decent amount of attack speed, and then, of course, tankiness with the Soul Eater. I think this is like covering a lot of bases.
Yeah, I mean, he really wanted to get his penetration item on. You know, he didn't know when the next team fight would be, and if he was 500 gold down, you know, before getting it, it's worth selling your starting item to pick up the pen item.
Yaman, almost the same thing. You'll see him starting the light blade here, but a little bit of ways. I mean, only 600 gold down. Is
Great engage.
That goes him on to 2, the knock-up on Assault Machine as
Was
well.
that
Just never
beads?
comes out. The Neath ultimate going to come through as well. World
Beads out of
War
Yaman.
up by iRaffer.
Maybe an actual negative engage
They're
that
so trying
looked
to
good.
Stop this World Weaver from hitting their carry that they all took a
Because
spear
they
as well.
expended a lot, and they didn't even get beads out of
A
Adjust
couple
or
of damage
anyone.
going the way of Assault Machine there as the team stacks
Yeah,
up.
that's
But
actually a negative
no more damage
engage.
coming out on to Yaman. He's going to be probably begging Soul to leave a couple of those creeps standing so he can lifesteal some.
Over on the left side, Gold Fury about to spawn, but a major grouping on the right with very little to gain here. Top side blue buff just getting taken. Right side, bottom blue buff going to be taken as well.
Yeah, with the Gold Fury coming up, this is enemy's chance to push their lead. This is their chance to break the game open. I really want to see them get vision control around the Gold Fury, force EPSilON to start face checking it, and make plays.
Yeah, getting that Athena to dash in and find that 2-man taunt as they try to turn the corner and spot if the Gold Fury is being picked up could be the key to success here for enemy. They do still enjoy a moderate lead as well in the gold and experience department now through 26 minutes. But they are down 2-0 here in this best of 5.
Yeah, they got a ward on gold, so
both Adjust and
they
Ghost
know.
to be riding in the bottom 5.
It's really weird for
Just,
Payne to be
you know,
going
early
for this
game
play,
bots and
looking
jump
for the
away.
pick when they
Look at that.
know
He's on the
exactly
way,
where,
you know, he's
like they
got
know
a
he's not
little
on
bit
Gold Fury,
more
so they know
conservative than what
he's
you might
looking for
normally
this play.
expect here. That ward going to be cleaned up, in fact, by the 2 members of
Looks like-
enemy before the can come in. Dimmy's going to come in too late now on the Sobek.
But they can go for the fight here after. That's a good play. Especially if they get a pick. Unfortunately, they don't. It was just a little bit too late of a teleport coming out from Dimmy.
That was a very important one, but considering the gold spike had come down a little bit, you'll notice right back,
back
up
up
to
to
the 3,500 where they
about
spiked
4K.
that before.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I wanted to see enemy do. They're pushing their lead. They're taking the fights when they know they're stronger. And it was a bit interesting that EPSilON seemed like they were out of position. Seemed like they didn't know that this was happening. You know, as soon as adapting dunked, there was really no follow-up.
I mean, is it maybe just a little bit of lack of wherewithal coming out of that pause? You know, the comms get a little changed up, and all of a sudden, enemy's able to sneak this Gold Fury. Dimmy, of course, his first port in was interrupted. Maybe that indicates a little bit more about of why that went so wrong.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That
makes
My
sense.
port was interrupted. My port was interrupted. Let's back off. Let's back off.
Speaking of ports in, Salt Machine going to bring Pain to Beyond on the back line. It looks like the speed buff was stolen away successfully as Salt Machine begins to swing into Dimmy. You'll notice that Midgardian Male trying to slow him down for a bit. They're going to fling Salt Machine back, decent damage.
Yeah, they invested way too much of their base kits into Dimmy. So this is going to be a winnable fight. Oh, damn. I thought that was a just killing Emilito. No. Emilito turns on a just with beads, looks like.
One more sickening strike should do it. Can anyone kill this guy?
This is a let it go situation,
Jesus.
I think. But his team has been baited so hard by the result.
Oh my gosh, another double wall. That was a... Yeah, they just invested way too much into...
Through the wall with the stun is good. Can they secure?
Yeah. Jeez. Emilito just beads the Humbat's ult and kills him. What a good soul ult too. And into a wall that blocked him off perfectly.
Can they secure the kill on Assault Machine? Doesn't matter. It just does go down to Emilito. On the backside, still looking for this kill on Assault Machine is Dimmy. One more sickening strike should do it. Can anyone kill this guy?
This is a let it go situation, I think. But his team has been baited so hard by the result. Look at this. They've already gotten 2. Bad wall this time from Adapting. Slows his team down. Vicium looks like he should be the target. Double tap.
Yeah, they should be able to chase this out as far as they can.
Dimmy is still chasing Salt Machine.
Obviously.
But the damage is just not really coming out from the Sobek. He can't dive this tower. But he's happy
can.
to just isolate Salt Machine completely.
You're just delaying. You just want to waste time. And those are really those are really bad trickles. So it's gonna be a whole 50 seconds till they have an even fight. They're gonna have a 3v fucking 5 here. This should be free. They should probably just give this up. But I guess if Salt Machine steals with the 2, but if he dies here, it's actually super not worth, because it's going to be another minute of a 4v5 power play.
So 28 and a half minutes for EPSilON, and all of a sudden they shoot right back up next to enemy.
Somehow they have an experienced lead at 2,400 when they were down like almost 6,000. And look at the gold lead. 600 in favor of enemy is not going to spell an even route against the Fire Giant buff.
I feel that's mostly on fucking... The XP lead was mostly on Pain over Raffer.
He went in and he used his ultimate, but Medusa had the presence of
Honestly.
reaction time to use her ultimate. And since it's a channeling ability, she was able to just walk out of the Humbat Salt and burst.
Yeah, now you got 2-level lead on Adapting over Adjust.
Slightly more than the Geb, which is to be expected. But the issue is that he's
and everyone's basically hitting level 20 real soon.
Of his jungle Adjust, who's normally riding the top of the charts. Where has Adjust been this game?
Well, they're going to live and die by the Hun bots, it seems.
Where has Adjust been this game?
It's been tough for him. He went for a very...
Yeah, he just got turned on by Emilito.
He has no physical protection. He's going...
I really think he's kind of itemizing wrong. Like, he's itemizing like he's a carry when he should be building a little more tanky.
Now into the lost artifact he goes. This spells to me a Rod of Tahuti for a major damage spike, but he's about 2.
Like, I think I'd go Midgard to deal with Thor, Medusa, and then the procs will actually help mitigate a lot of what Soul wants to do too.
Exactly. The biggest thing is not only did they have the Fire Giant, but now everyone finished their pen items, and even Thor.
But maybe something like
look at Dimmy forcing away Chaos.
Like Spirit Robo would be better.
Don't go for the speed buff. In fact, it's going to be Salt Machine having to rotate over as Dimmy controls their movement. This is going to give a ton of
and Adapting's, dude, I'm actually going to steal this from Adapting now. I'm running Mail Renewal, third item.
He wants to push out this right side.
Imagine like Jotuns, Brawlers, Mail Renewal.
He's going to be successful. Each shot from Emilito just does so much damage to the tower with that Polynomic. They're going to try to go in on the Soul, but she does have the Disapparate pop. and now will go into the incorporeal form. Her ultimate going to use as well, and pt2 is going to get absolutely erased.
Yeah, just everyone's beating Adjust's ult. Like his timing isn't good. Like their comp is only good if they're beating Athena taunt, and like Adjust can come in and kill with his ult, and they can wombo with chaos.
Oh no.
That's game.
They don't have enough time for this. They don't have enough time for this.
It's a deicide for EPSilON. Can they win off of this, ladies and gentlemen? It could be your world champion.
They're going in for it. The Phoenix gets tanked. They still have Fire Giant. All 5 members.
Dude,
still
Bart's
alive.
doing the most. Easy game, easy life, bro. God damn, that shit's so fucking corny. Thank you for Bart. Thank you, Bart. To defeat the world, way more hype. Way more hype. To defeat the world, because that's what they just did. They just defeated the fucking world at SMITE. There's no comparison. Bart was infinitely better. So I'm probably going to have to put this up in 2 videos since my internet went out. But if you watched, thank you. I love you. Auf Wiedersehen.